Punch Out Boxing, delighted to be here with Johnny Clark, host Persistence. What a show, epic number of title fights. Mixed bag for your fighters. Let's start at the beginning. Robbie Chapman, great servant, another Centurion. Yeah. Good to see him get recognised.
Yeah, he deserved what he got today, you know, like on the build-up I was like, we're going to look after you. He was like, what do you mean? I said, it's a 100 fight. I said, you do know the top tier way, the away get treated probably more better than the home fighters. So I don't get the case. Are you off?
They're faced up for the gloves.
It's alright, I've got it, thank you.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, sorry mate. The top tier way is every side gets looked after, and sometimes like even the main event, she was like you're more with Maisie than I was with Megan, and I was like, no, like it's my job to make sure both sides are there, and the home I've got on attack, you know, the way I have it, and I have to not manipulate them, but I have to make them want to box, I have to make them want to be at the show, and that's part of it, isn't it? You know what I mean? And keeping both sides out there. But Robbie, 100 fight, I made more of a fuss of him than the debut. You know what I mean? So I know the specials over the debut, but for 100 fights, that's when you think about it. So full credit to him. They both got to keep their gloves, enjoy their evening, and they both got made a fuss.
Indeed, great servant to the sport, and we'll see him for a long, long time. Jawad, again, showed great punch selection, puts his punches together. Had the guy, was it Yonni? How you say his name? Yeah. Had him buzzed a few times, but again, just couldn't get that big stoppage.
He's not someone that gets stopped, so it's hard. He's probably going to be tough on himself, where if it was anyone else, he would have stopped him. We've got a few people in mind for the next show, who to get him on, and someone that can make him look good against. You know what I mean? He looks good anyway, but someone that fires back, and in the exchange they get hurt. So we've got our eye on a couple.
Oh, right, wicked. Jermaine's fight was cancelled. Did you try and get a late replacement?
He could have weighed in the morning at a higher weight, but he's worked hard to be a featherweight, and he didn't want to ruin the ranking. He didn't want to give the bloke the time even. It's not very safe, is it? And it's not professional either, so he just left it. You know, if it was a Saturday show, we might have had something to do on Friday with the balls, but everything was shut and it's just leave it.
All right. No. Okay. Yeah. No. Unfortunately, it happens in the game. Yeah. All right. What about Tyro? We were talking amongst us media. He was at a disadvantage. He had to do a weight cut. Jermaine didn't.
No, Jermaine did.
Did he?
Yeah. So he missed the check weight. Oh. He done it the next day.
Okay.
Yeah. So he actually had less of an advantage. Yeah. So he check weight. They come in the morning to do his check weight rather than the afternoon. He was like, I haven't trained, so I'm going to be overweight. They said, that'll be fine. He jumped on, they missed it. But he knows how much he cuts each session, so he would have been on weight. So it wasn't anything bad. He actually trained after that anyway, and he was that weight. So that's that part of it. But obviously, he could weigh 2 pounds heavier than Taylor for his fight on the scale. So that might be something, yeah. But he done the check weight the day before, off camera, off. You know what I mean? I don't know if I should mention it, but we made sure it was an even playing field.
Oh, okay. So, but then, yeah, the way he tied his legs went, it came out of nowhere. It was like a delayed reaction.
There's a lot of punishment in that fight, both ways. Like, Jermaine's face was busted, T's face weren't that busted, but I think it was top of the head shots and that. So, I was gutted, you know what I mean? Like, he's one out all my management team that always messages me and like sees how I am and shit, and then for him to be the first one to take a loss stunned me a bit, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gutted. I'm gutted it was him, I'm gutted it'll be anyone, but I keep putting it 50-50, it's gonna happen.
Yeah. Alright, well, he'll come back and...
Yeah, he'll be on the next show.
Yeah.
His first name on the list.
Alright. Tiago, he looks like he's the classic stuck between styles. I get it, the first few fights he was just looking to bang people out. Yeah, they're adding a bit of boxing to him. Yeah. So are we going to expect a few of these sort of pedestrian or laboured performances while he finds his style in the pros?
Yeah, listen, he's been sparring like Josh Kelly is doing very well, so obviously it's only sparring anyway, but like the sparring sessions outside of Josh Kelly is doing extremely well, you know what I mean? So he's got his style coming, you know, it's now mandatory for the Commonwealth but Alpha has that, so don't know if they're going to drop that or let us fight for it. But I'd love to see that fight.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see. It's part of the development. Other super middleweight, George. I know he's not yours, is he?
No,
But,
it's Simon's in Queensbury, yeah. But he done all right. Yeah. It was a tough fight. He won by 2 rounds, but 2.3. But it was tough. It was back and forth, and a good learning fight for him. They fought in the amateurs, but this is the pros. And for me, that's what you want. He was pissed off because he had to pay for an opponent, and I was like, he said it's a 50-50 that man. I mean, yeah, you're bringing him from Scotland. You've got to pay his flights, hotel, food. He was like, oh man, and I was like, listen, let me tell you, you're going to pay for your opponent. You're going to have to pay that someone's good. You don't want to pay someone that's shit. You know what I mean? You don't want to pay someone that ain't going to get you up the rankings. You want to pay someone where they're going to bring you a war, make you better. He didn't really agree with me, if I'm being honest, but I think if I speak to him in a week, he'll probably like me and be like, oh yeah, like, I see what you've done. You know what I mean? I see why you've done it like that. If I've come on your show and had to pay money, I've got to be in a better position. Don't worry about the belt was alright, you know what I mean? But your position, your weight, now you're just a middleweight on BoxRec, and you've also been a credible opponent.
Yeah, indeed. All right. Well, he's well in the mix, the domestic mix now. So let's see what he can do. He needs to get a move on, of course. Yeah, DUYILE, he's impressive, isn't he? I mean, 2 fights in. I mean, Josh Kagan's pretty good. And I mean, there was a huge size difference. But speaking to Tunde, he's okay about it. He says he doesn't want to do a weight cut, and he's comfortable.
I want him to do a weight cut. If I was his, like, listen, I'm not a bossy manager. You give me what you've got and I'll polish it. You know what I mean? I'll never tell you to do something you're not meant to do. I'll tell you to do something if you're doing something wrong. You know what I mean? And he's holding his own up there, so what can I say? You know what I mean? But he is a light heavy, you know what I mean? Or in the new weight class, it's going to come out hopefully. But yeah, he gave away like 12 pounds. And that was on the weigh-in. Imagine how much. Like, he didn't do a weight cut, he turned up and jumped on the scales. You know what I mean? So listen, he's a lovely lad, lovely family, background, his kids. You know what I mean? I bought into him. You know what I mean? I hope he does well. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to be so up in rankings now, but I don't want to give him a tough fight next. I would like to take him down, get him a good performance, not so stressful for him. Sometimes still with winning record though.
Okay, yeah, that'd be interesting. Yeah, that'd be a good fight. All right, the ladies, SHONA, chopping left hook to the body. So she can push on now. I know she's been frustrated having been an elite amateur and having to sort of start again. And yeah, can she push on towards titles?
And I knew her for her sister, if I'm being honest, you know. And Marley, obviously, there's going to be competition between them two, isn't there? And she's come on and she stopped someone. The Whitwells hit well, and they stopped their opponents, you know. And they're very good boxers. Credit to their dad, their coaches. You know what I mean? Like, unbelievable. Like, they're a joy to watch, joy to work with. You know what I mean? Like, you can't fault them. It's a shame they're both the same weight, but you can work around that. You know what I mean? I would like to get her back on, but it's hard. Next time she'll call. They ain't got many slots. So
Yeah.
hard to come back on that. So, but she is someone I'd like to work with. She's done well.
And SHONA, of course, gave her a star winning performance.
She looks the level above quite a few people on the show. You know, she had that star quality of her, you know, her interviews, her ring walks, her ticket sales, everything about her was just unreal. And I enjoyed having her on, I enjoyed helping her because she's a bit of a lost soul, had some bad luck. I know how she must have felt after the losses and the letdowns, now driving back home with that belt. You know what I mean? Still not happy right now. I'm glad to be part of that journey.
I mean, she could rightfully be in the world mix again soon. Yeah.
Probably fight for a world title next with that ranking that just got. But listen, I don't want to ruin her. You know what I mean? Hopefully she get out on the Kate Taylor undercard. She gets 6 rounders. She deserves it. She deserves just a bit of happiness. You know what I mean? Like, she won the belt. Now let's get her on a dream fight card. And after that, get her like a decent fight. You know, so. No, I'm proud to represent her. She's mad. She is mad. It's essentially the videos are about 20 minutes long and you sit there watching it. You know what I mean? But 10 out of 10 personally.
Yeah. Fantastic. Brutal, clinical performance by her. And Megan, to finish off, you must be well happy.
Yeah.
Dominant win over one of the top flyweights in the country.
Sure. shut her win. You know what I mean? Like, not many people have done that to her, have they? You know, I'm proud of her because she's gone through a lot to get here. The show was named after her. Everything was in her head against her. Like she wasn't confident. I'll be honest with you, and she thought I wasn't confident as well, and I was, but I was going to have a little moan at her and say, you've got to be confident, you've got to do this, but why should I? Because what she just put on was a 10 out of 10, literally 10 rounds to the nil in my eyes, you know, with a drop as well. So with a, yeah, so.
What next for her? Do you want to push to world
Well,
level?
the ball, I tried making that for the British title, but the ball said Megan don't qualify. I was like, Megan? And then the rankings refreshed and Megan was above Maisie, and I said, what about now then? You know what I mean? So they said, the winner can fight maybe Nicola Hopewell and fight for the British title. So at the same time, I'd like to come on. Maybe I can get it, maybe I can't. There's a lot of money. Megan, don't do mega tickets, but I said to everyone this year, I'm 150% honest to see what we can do.
All right, well, great talent as she showed. Let's hope she gets those opportunities. Just lastly, apparently you was quite the footballer in your youth, yeah? So we need your insight on Wednesday. How do we bury the ghost of Mexico 86 against Argentina? How do we stop Messi and go all the way and bring it home?
Do you know what? Like, I was watching England the other night. He's going to laugh at this. And I thought, this must be what it must be supporting Arsenal. Absolutely shit. Boring to watch. But you win. Sweet. Let's just stick to that then. You know what I mean? Slow football. They were walking around. I know it was hot and that. But it was slow. It was boring. I was falling asleep. Everyone was falling asleep. I wanted to leave, get home before the kids was kicking off. You know what I mean? But it's working. Whatever they're doing is working. You know what I mean? So you can't fault them. It's like, would I change Megan's performance or how she acted? No. So why would you change England? Just go out and do it. I don't think they've looked great against Egypt. They come back well, but I think Egypt gave it away. You know? I think we're better than Egypt, and it was a life and death. So yeah, I think just stick what we're doing. Trust the manager. Everyone was saying, oh, he's German, he's this and that, he's doing this, he's left this man at home. Listen, a tournament is special. You've got to grow into it, and that's what they've done, isn't it? So.
Confident we can do it?
Yeah. I'm confident we'll go all the way.
And win it?
Yeah. It's two games away.
Yeah.
2 games away, closer than start, aren't we? So never say never. And I believe that this is our best chance in years.
Yeah.
Look, Messi ain't the best he was he? Let's be honest.
No.
He didn't score the last game, did he?
Yeah.
He assisted.
No, but was it 8 games in 2 weeks? That's going to take a toll on a 38-year-old leg.
Yeah,
So.
but he don't really, he just walks around. But for me, I probably prefer Haaland in the team, you know what I mean?
Well, my local boy Harry Kane, of course, hopefully to lift it. Yeah, I practically trained him, but that's a different story.
I saw a video of Eddie Hearn saying he was shit at fucking Lake Norian. Bad, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, Johnny, thank you so much, and we will see you in the autumn.